Hello, it's been a minute. Okay, it's been a few minutes. It's been a few weeks. So I hope I'm finding you well and safe and happy, healthy. I have been just wondering what is going on. What is going on? What is going on with this world? Not even just our country, but the world. And it's kind of scary, and I think there's a lot of feelings of insecurity, instability, kind of depression. If you're with me, kind of our outlook is looking grim. I'm trying to put this nicely. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It's like, what is going on? You feel it, I know it's due, of course, to this quarantine and this crazy virus, but then we've had the horrible injustice that we've always had. That was nothing new, but come on. Come on. It's just so sad to think that we are still dealing with that. So I, of course, just kind of had to, I didn't even know what I had to say or what my next video is going to be. I mean, everything just went down the drain for me, and I really just had to go inward and not remain silent, because that didn't seem right either. But I did feel that it also didn't feel right to just post my next video and just go about like as if nothing happened. That felt really disrespectful and just not right. And then again, I felt like I wanted to go inward into silence, but then at the same time, it didn't feel right to be silent either. So I just really actually needed time to wrap myself around my own feelings and how I felt. I mean, of course, I felt every emotion possible. And we've already been dealing with this, guys, because we've already been having all these new emotions and dealing with this virus and then the injustice, and oh my gosh. And it just really has got me in a real, just sad, very sad. So I just had to go inward, and just tackle and try and deal and understand and figure out exactly how I was feeling. And yes, it didn't feel right to just continue on and post. And although we needed that too, for people that did, that's okay too. Like, we needed everyone to do what they needed to do with their own feelings. And I know my last video was a guided meditation for anger. And it was funny because I literally, something came to me in my meditation and just said to me that people were going to be really angry and they were going to need this. And that was the video I posted. And that video was not planned. Usually I have a somewhat of a plan. I don't usually have a schedule per se, but I do kind of have an idea of the next couple of videos. So that video was just came to me and I felt called to post it. And then 2 days later, that happened with our brother Floyd. So yeah, I had a feeling that, so I kind of just felt like that was appropriate to leave that with you guys, with who's following me. And again, thank you so much for being here with me, coming to this video and subscribing to my channel if you're subscribed. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I am, again, so thankful for you. And if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I have been on a little bit of a hiatus, but normally I post weekly videos to help you get your body moving, help you calm your mind and relax your body. So yes, this is a one-stop shop to find a balance in this world and in your life. And so I hope you will subscribe and continue to come and join here on Divine Threefold. But again, I have been hiding out. I hope though that you did do the guided meditation for anger. And if you haven't, please check that out. That would be, I think, something that would definitely be beneficial for everybody. But yes, I also am in a total, my life is just crazy, as we all are. Again, I'm just coming here to share, and I'm hoping that I can just reach out or resonate with someone out there and help them with their feelings and how they're feeling, and to just remind you that you're not alone. You're not alone, and you're not the only one feeling these feelings and having this experience. So I wanted to make that clear. But yes, I have been also crazy. If you guys know, I am an Army spouse, and we, again, I talked about it in my last vlog, that we are totally on hold for our move. We were supposed to already be in Washington. We're in Indiana now. It's been held again. So I thought I was really proud of myself because I did really well with accepting the situation, knowing that I had no control over it. But now it's happened again. So we went from June 20th to July 5th. And now the movers were supposed to show up like next week, July 2nd. And we have no answer if we can go or not. So we again had to cancel the movers until further notice. Now my husband's orders have reflected it's maybe September. Oh my gosh. So this has been rough. Again, in the Army world, everything is very unsettling, and you don't always know what's happening, and it's kind of crazy. So you have to accept that. But at the same time, the one thing in the military that you can count on are those orders. Like when your soldier gets those orders, there's nothing they can do to get out of those orders, okay? So that's like the one thing that we can count on, like we know for sure. And then all of a sudden that's been taken away, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that's been rough for me. I've had a hard time. Again, I have no control over it, and I know this, but it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. So literally everything's on hold. And I know that we are all experiencing this. This is not just someone, in the military. This is us as a collective whole. Like we're all really being affected in some way, one way or another. And it's rough. It's rough. But again, we're just waiting, hoping. So I literally thought that would be taking down my filming room and packing like in a couple days, and now we're on hold again. So I don't know. I'm all over the place, guys, and I'm really wanting to continue keeping the videos coming, but at this moment I have no idea what will happen next. If I will be able to move, if I won't be able to move, if I'm gonna take down my studio, my filming room, I have no idea. So I'm just going to leave it with that. I wanted to at least come on, do a vlog and say, hey, please be patient with me. Please stick with me. And if you are subscribed to me, it means so much. And please stick with me. Stick with me. Stay subscribed. I promise once I get settled, then I will have my content coming consistently, every week. And that's very important to me, and I know it's very important to subscribing to a channel. So enough about that, but I just wanted to again reassure myself and together that this is some unusual times, and I keep telling myself this shall pass, But I do know that my calming my mind, my meditation, my breathing, and still moving my body is what is helping and keeping me sane through everything, you guys. So it's so important. I think it's all we have. So just come. I have enough videos, even if I'm not posting weekly, that you have at a full library of different ways to move the body, enough exercise videos and meditation, guided meditations, and also relaxing the body. So please utilize those. I'm telling you, this is what is saving me. Just the discipline and the practice of coming to my mat, moving my body, calming my mind, breathing, meditating, just sitting in stillness is saving me right now. I think it's the only thing that I can be sure about that is helping. And again, I didn't mean to just stay silent. I really contemplated about that and really dug deep into that. And I feel like as a society, as a whole, that is a problem right there of feeling that maybe your voice does not matter and that your voice or your opinion is not important enough. And I just have it's really come to me that no, that is thinking we want to move away from. That's the thinking we want to get away from, that all our voices matter. You matter. What you say, what you feel matters. And we need to say and use our voice. We all do. And I think collectively, if we can all do that, change will happen. And of course, we love Gandhi's saying, be the change you wish to see. And oh my gosh, I mean, it's so true. It is so true. And especially at this time, you definitely, if you don't know what to do, the best thing you can do is start. We can start with ourselves. And again, be that change that we wish to see. And I think that yes, your voice matters. What you say, what you feel matters. And I think by having our voice, at least it could then be collectively, there can be a change and we can stop accepting. Because I keep digging down thinking that if we don't say anything, then nothing will change. And we then are just accepting the injustice that has been going on forever. But I think that if we all stop feeling like we shouldn't say anything or we don't have a voice, we will make change. And I feel also that if we can start looking at one another as not separate. And remember, guys, this is natural that we do that. It's natural that we separate, that we separate ourselves and feel like we are separate from everyone else. And this is why these things have been happening and will continue to happen, because we have to find a way to look at each other inside and know that we are all the same inside. We're all the same. The blood runs through our veins the same way. We put our food in the same place. It comes out from the same place. Our heart beats the same. We might have subtle differences inside if you're a male or a female, but we are the same. And if we can start looking inside, literally visualize someone inside and just stop completely looking at anyone on the outside, because we do have our differences from the outside, but they're not enough to really make us different. We're the same. We are all humans and we all matter. All of our lives matter. Our voices all matter. We all matter. So peace, and thank you for listening. All my love.